shit.
And the compy just beat the carpet.
Yours did?
No, that was that. Oh shit, that's what that sounded like.
No, I forgot to put the start screen before we started streaming, so there's like a blip of us there.
Gotcha. That sounded like the carpet. Yours did? That was that. That's what that sounded like. So are we like, can people see my stupid face now?
Say what now?
I said, can people see my stupid face now?
No.
No? Okay.
No, your stupid face is hidden. Just like mine.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
No one can see our stupid faces for another 5 minutes. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I actually got a new headset.
Oh, yeah, well, I can't see your video ever. Unless I run Twitch, and I'm not even gonna try with this internet.
Four more minutes.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I love grape Skoda.
Purple drink.
Yeah, I got a little purple drink for me. Starting soon. Why do I like this music so much? It's just good music.
Yeah. I wish I could hear it because, like, right now I can't even run Spotify like I normally do.
Well, maybe one week we'll be in the same room doing this.
Someday!
Someday! Somehow! In a galaxy far, far away. There was 2 minutes left to Camp Hell Productions.
Yeah, 2 minutes. I don't know how many people are following us on Twitch. I think it's pretty much just me, you, Jeremy, and Jameson. But, like, I honestly... I put a post up yesterday on Facebook whenever you put... Like, I reposted our page. I haven't said anything about it today. I've been in such a weird mood today.
Ain't no problem. I updated all social media yesterday.
I know. I think it. I'll get a tweet And I'm like, okay, Josh just updated social media. I guess I'll go reshare stuff on my account. Make it look like I'm actually worth something.
You're part of this team, Taylor. I can't do this without you.
Alright.
Or my code would look like shite.
Well, yeah.
The game would barely run, Taylor.
it would be so inefficient.
Alright, we ready?
I'm good.
Alright. What's up, everybody?
You.
Josh Campney.
Yeah, I'm Taylor.
Are you?
No,
Alright.
I don't even know most days.
You know what? Neither do I. But, anyway. So, yeah. So, hour of game dev. Woo!
Yeah. I always sound so excited at the beginning of these. Like, I'm always like, God.
Well, get excited. Get pumped. Get some grape drink. That's what you need.
Get some great.
Some
You know what I
grape
need?
drink.
You know what I need is to hardline some freaking Red Bull into my carotid. Like,
There you
let's do this.
go. If you figure out a way to make that happen, let me know, and I will join you.
We'll
both have wings forever.
I have a feeling that's going to be really dangerous, and I think you might die.
Probably so.
You try it first.
Let's try it on my cat. I don't like him.
Hey, no. You're an asshole. If anything, we'll try it out on Ellie.
Whoa, what language? Okay, there's grape drink present. Watch yourself.
All right, so we're off to a great start.
Absolutely. Anyway, so what we're doing this week is basically we're just going to work on a game. And meantime, I am going to ask a series of questions to Mr. Taylor.
Oh, God.
About game dev in general and what he's learned so far.
Where were you on the night of the 27th?
Where were you? Talk!
I was in my bed.
I
got drunk at a birthday party.
I gave him a beating. He didn't deserve.
All right.
All right. Anyway, so.
Oh man. Yeah.
Let's get the questions all queued up here.
Oh God. All right. I just want to say, I'm so glad that there's no time limit or anything this week, as far as like having to get stuff done. I've been so stressed these past couple of weekends, like so stressed trying to do this stuff. Like I'm glad that I can actually like relax and enjoy this a little bit.
Every once in a while, we need a couple chill sessions.
Yeah, this has been a bit too much.
Instead of just head to head, finish the code first.
Or God bless, put a freaking game up in 3 days.
That game was fun.
By the way, 90% of it you're going to be working during, so you're not even going to be able to touch it. Bitch.
Truth. All right. So, I guess let's get into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Game Jam, while we're on the subject, what do you think the pros and cons to a Game Jam, like for you?
Pros and cons.
Yeah. What was the benefit of the Game Jam, and what do you think was like the con? What is the stressful like bullshit of it?
Okay. Well, the stressful bullshit was definitely the time limit. Like, it is. So, like, you come across these bugs. We came into that with such grand plans.
Yep.
And if we had all the time in the world, we could have made that happen. Like, we could have made the game that we wanted to make. But because of the time constraints and everything, it was like, oh, this is a bug. Fuck it, it's a feature now. Like that's part of the game. We're just gonna let that be part of the game. And then we even the crazy climbing up with your head. Like I want to change the sprite on that so that he's got like gears or something on the side of his head. And that's totally gonna be part of the game now because there were a couple of levels where like you have to use it. You have to use that bug.
Absolutely.
Because we noticed it after you had made your first couple of levels. We're like, dude, this is a weird ass bug, but you know what? Kind of like it. So that's a benefit. But at the same time, the game didn't really turn out the way we wanted it to. And it's so buggy. It was so buggy.
I agree. So like what were the benefits? We obviously said, the the time limit was a constraint, but I mean, it made us focus. I
Oh
think,
yeah, for sure.
I think it makes you think critically, and you ignore the things, and like you said, you'll dress up a bug as a feature, which
Right.
as a game developer, I think we should be able to do.
Yeah. That part was actually pretty fun. The whole, like, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I got into quite a bit of debauchery in between our sessions, just by the way, because my brain, after those, 5-6 hour freaking coding sessions and stuff,
Right.
I am just fried, and I don't want to think about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to do anything. So I got just wasted.
Just
But every
wasted,
night
wasted.
that weekend, I got completely tanked. But it was a lot of fun. If I had a little more self-control / didn't want to party all the time, maybe I could have focused a little bit more and could have made a better game. But I have a certain attention span / mental fortitude, I guess, of being able to like actually sit down and solve problems and stuff. I have to take a break. I have to walk away. Like it, and when you walk away and you come back, it's kind of,
It's like you're looking at it new again.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't even remember what the question was. I just kind of went off that stage.
Well,
My bad.
to me, like for me anyway, during that weekend, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, like I didn't even want to drink. Like all I was hesitant. I was like, oh my god, we have to get so much done.
Dude.
It was ridiculous how stressed out I was getting just over this, but I loved it. Like I
All
kept wanting to fuck with stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, even when I'm out, or not out, I pretty much just did everything. I had people come over and they brought beers and stuff, and like we
Lucky
hung out
bastard.
at the house. Yeah, oh yeah, dude, I had a blast. And like seriously, the next game jam that we do, like you're gonna either come down here or I'm gonna go up there or something, and we're gonna make a freaking weekend of it, and it's gonna be hella fun.
Be hardcore.
But at the same time, so like we were having all this stuff, and like I honestly could not. Every few minutes, it'd be like, "Yeah, awesome time. Wait, I know how to fix that." And I run upstairs real quick, check it out. I was like, that didn't quite work. All right, I'll come back to it. And like, so like it was not so much like I stopped thinking about the game, but I definitely like slowed down. And sometimes you gotta just slow down a little.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. So, yeah, that covers that answer pretty well.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on game jams? Well, I got it. I think that's it. I think that pretty much covered everything about game jams.
So what was it like on the artistic aspect of things from the game jam? Like, because I mean I was focusing on the coding and stuff, but like I know you had a mountain of work to do as well between the animation and all that stuff.
Right. That's why like most of the animations and the artwork just looks thrown together.
It looked good though. Like it didn't look. I mean, you saw some of those games in there were not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not
like
close.
What was that one? Like Grandma's Big Day or something?
Yeah.
Where I mean, honestly, I played that game just for the title and the crappy graphics. Like he had a niche that we didn't have. Like ours seemed like a traditional platformer. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And then his is like, outwit the Grim Reaper as an old lady. Like that was a phenomenal idea, and I wish I did it. But yeah, I mean, the artwork it took forever. Like I said, I would walk away from the computer, and then like 5 minutes later, I would try and sit down and watch TV, and I'd find myself right back here, just like tweaking crap all the time. It was a mountain of work. And even when we were done, I still had that feeling, that urgency, and it just wouldn't dissipate until I got really hammered. At the end of it, I just got so tanked, I passed out in my bed at like I think 6 p.m. Like,
Right.
It was crazy. But Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, just a bunch of hesitation, just a bunch of trying to use everything that I had, like, in my banks here, in my dome piece, just to try and get it done.
Right.
So it's a test. It was a test of my skill, and I see where I can improve on because of it. So that's why I like game jams. It makes you see where you can improve on and fix that issue for, you know, projects like we're doing here.
Right. Oh yeah, and definitely there's stuff that we worked on in the game jam, like that we can apply to this, not necessarily in the same thing, but like there's a different mentality when you're under that kind of stress.
Yes, I agree.
You think about stuff a little bit differently. It's not so much because when I'm trying to write stuff, I'm very much the perfectionist and trying to like write it out so that it does exactly what I want, how I want it. And if it doesn't do that, I'm going back and I'm scrapping everything and I'm starting from scratch.
Right.
You don't have that luxury in a game jam. You have 3 days.
You have 3 days.
You write it, and I felt like you a couple of times. I'm like, I don't care as long as I just make it work. It's just got to work. And like, then once you at least get it working, then you can go back and like fix or at least kind of tweak it to where it works the way you want it to.
Right.
So like, that certain kind of mentality is something that I'm going to try to carry over now, and that I'm going to just make it work and then worry about the problems like we've done for these past couple of code off challenges. Like now we're in the bug fix process of the code off.
Right.
Like, or the past couple of code off challenges that we've done. Like now everything works. I know it works. I've watched it work. I've seen it work. So now it's making it work properly.
Yeah, it's sophisticating the code to the point where you're saving processor power. Right.
Or just making it look right, or making it not so clunky. That's a good word. Because right now everything is pretty just kind of clunky. There's no finesse to it at all.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say there's no finesse to it at all, but I mean, there's much to be desired.
There's a lot of room for improvement.
Uh-huh.
I feel the same with the graphics with this game. I feel like, you know, it looks okay, but I'm not happy with them like I was in the game jam game. For some reason, I was super happy with all the graphics. And
dude, I loved them. I loved everything about the graphics in that game.
I mean, I thought they were, like, I just throw them together. I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like, if you watch the video, I'm just like, okay, we can throw that in there, and that looks pretty cool. Let's throw that in there. And the next thing you know, we got this cool, like, spacey background going on.
Yeah, dude, I thoroughly enjoyed all the graphics for that. Like, and that and on its own is why I want to go revisit that and make that the game that we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Simply for the fact that it looks really good. It looks really good. I know you're not a fan of the music. I actually enjoy the shit out of the music.
It's actually growing on me. Yeah.
We could make maybe a couple other tracks or something, or make the loop a little bit longer for the music. But I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'm not getting anything done. I'm talking too much.
That's okay. They're viewing my screen. I'm playing around with some sprites. The wall actually, I'm having it so when the chickens hit it, the wall shakes. So it looks like everything's kind of like shaking.
Right.
Oh god, that looks terrible. No, we're not doing that. No, that's way too slow. 8. But yeah, I mean that was good. That was good. Okay, so well, since we kind of got onto the topic of our current game, what is the thing you like about our game, and what is the thing you dislike about it? Like, what's something you think should change?
What is something that I think we should change? Okay, so what I like about the game so far is that I really think that this is not necessarily a new idea, but it's a fresh take on it.
Right.
because everybody has those. Not everybody, but everybody's played at least some kind of a wall defense game or something along those lines, or like zombie survival, this, that, and the other. And it's kind of like a mishmash of different things that is really innovative. And honestly, if I could get the damn controller to work right, that's going to be one of the biggest problems for me. It's going to be getting this gamepad working the way I want it to. But I think this is going to be this game is a lot of fun. It has all the potential of being just as fun as Warp Circuit. Because Warp Circuit is fun as hell. I don't care who you are. That game is fun as hell.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable. Oh, by the way, so we actually got 600 and some odd votes. And we still didn't place. Granted, the people I asked to vote for us, they started voting hey, I voted for you 8 times. I'm like, hold on. God. So we got seen as cheaters, which I think is the reason we didn't win.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a whole bunch of debating on their Discord server.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. But we couldn't have been the only ones.
No, we definitely weren't, because there were a bunch of people on there. They actually shunned a couple people because of it. Can't remember their names, and I probably shouldn't say it anyway. But yeah.
Right. Right. I mean, that was never our intention. We didn't want to cheat. We want to win.
Right.
And I don't want to win by cheating.
Right.
A cheating win is a loss.
But
that's not a win.
Like they said, they're going to start doing a poll or a judging system on their next game jam.
All right, that's cool. So, which I would much rather do. I thought that that's what this was going to be. I thought that this was going to be a game that was judged. Right. And honestly, if the game itself was judged, given the time constraints and all that stuff, I think we would have done really well.
Yeah, we could have done. Granted, we used the game engine when we used Game Maker, while other people actually made their own game engines. The guy who actually won coded his own game engine and actually made the network work with his own game engine.
I want to see the amount of money that dude spends on cocaine.
This dude, he's only 16 or something.
Okay. Okay. So he's got a bottle of Adderall sitting in the back seat then.
The kid's amazing.
Something. Yeah,
he made his own script language. The kid's a damn prodigy.
Oh yeah. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. So we're gonna keep using Game Maker until we move to Unity, and we're gonna call it a day. I'm not.
Agreed.
I'm not gonna be able to write my own damn engine.
No, I mean,
because I'm not what you call a learned man, a goddamn mechanic. But I'm really good at using tools to do what I need them to do. So you put a tool in my hand, I'm your guy.
And we
I
got
can't. I can't make the tools, but I can yell at the engineers who did.
But yeah, so there's that. So what do you dislike about the game that we're making now?
What do I dislike about the game itself? Well, as it stands right now, it's hard to say. I mean, we're still very far from being done with it,
Well, I mean, by now it's kind of taken shape.
It is taking shape. Yeah. So what don't I like about the game?
What do you just feel like? Maybe that's not such a great idea. Maybe we should revisit.
Honestly. Oh, dude! I just thought of a fix.
Okay.
All right. So no, I was just looking at it. I'm trying to pick it apart, and really, I don't dislike really any. It's like you're asking somebody, which child do you dislike the most? I don't really dislike anything about this game because it's still very much in the formative stages. What I really dislike, I wish that we had not picked a gamepad.
Oh, you don't like the gamepad?
I know that we're trying to market this one, so I want to make the gamepad But like honestly, if I could freaking put a goddamn crosshair on a mouse, I would be so happy. But that goes against what we're trying to get away from, you know, because like the wall, all the wall defense games are all just point and click,
Right.
you know. And I don't want it to be that. I want it to be some kind of game of
you have to
skill,
move over there to shoot them, or you have
Right.
to be really good at shooting from far away.
Right. So as far as that stuff's concerned, like I think it's coming together nicely. I wouldn't say I really dislike anything about the game right now. I don't know. Call me weird.
All right. Well, good answer. I mean, it's for me personally, so, and it's just an aesthetic thing. This whole depth thing I'm trying to do with the game, where it looks like you're getting bigger, it seems awkward to me. It doesn't seem fluid or natural. So if I could change anything, it would be to fix this somehow, where it looks a little more better.
Right.
So, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to make more sprite animations for the player. Instead of him just walking sideways when he's going up and down, I'm actually going to have him run in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, just so it looks like he's running back into the room and then running forward at you.
Right.
And I think maybe that will like make me feel better about it. But other than that, I mean, I like the game we're making now. I can't wait till we get more enemies and a little bit of a storyline going, just so, like, you know, everything seems a little more goofy. Because right now it just seems, you know, we're in the prototype stages.
Right.
I'm ready to get into the quirkiness. I'm trying to get a feeling for this game.
Right. And, like, it's weird to, like, yeah, like, honestly, I don't really dislike anything about it. Obviously, it's still really clunky. It still needs a lot of work. But I think the biggest hurdles are done with. As far as
gameplay, maybe.
Gameplay, right. No, but I mean, like, as far as we have a dude. The dude walks around. You can aim with the freaking control stick and shoot.
Right.
With the dude. We've got our little turret things that actually fire. They do stuff.
Right.
You know, we've got our dude with the buzzsaws that shoots the buzzsaws. We got our conveyor belt guy.
We got Jameson up there. Yeah, just twiddling away, doing his thing. You know, as far as like what we've got going on, I actually kind of. I don't know. I like it. I think it's turning out really well. It's still, it's a lot of work still in this one. Yeah, especially if we're gonna market.
Right, and I don't. This is a game like I don't think would benefit from a game jam / code off setting. Like this game is gonna need a lot of polish.
Right, I agree.
You know, Warp Circuit still needs some work. Still needs some polish, but as far as like a game, that is a completed game. That game's done.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna need to revisit and do a couple of little bug fixes and stuff and get stuff working like on point. But as far as like the game itself, that game's done. There's nothing else really that we need to add to it.
Yeah, the heavy lifting is done on it. Right.
Right.
And, you know, all we'd have to do is add a menu, make the collision boxes work a little better. Because that was a big issue I had with a couple people playing it, is the collision boxes made them rage quit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, it was a great game. This one will be a great game, but you're right. I think it needs a lot more work. It needs a lot more polishing.
Right.
All right, so...
yeah, Larry needs work. I don't know what
looks weird.
He just does not like. He doesn't like. Jameson is up there in the corner doing his thing, coding, doing whatever, making these turrets work. why is Larry just sitting here flipping
Just
a
sitting
lever,
there.
bro? He's just chilling. He just
Like maybe
he's gonna
maybe I
flip
should
this
add
lever.
like pipes coming from the wall to him or something. Like something needs to be done. I agree.
Yeah,
It looks
something needs to be
awkward
done.
just sitting.
He just right. He's just chilling there, and like, dude, like if we could have him like, I don't even know, like run up and like hit the levers for the conveyor belts or something. Like have each conveyor belt have like a lever at the bottom of the screen or something, and have him like run across the freaking interface at the bottom. Oh god! Like he'll just have him just chilling in a chair or something, keeping an eye on everything, and then you just see him, his eyes flick open. Oh god! And run across the bottom of the interface and run over, flip the levers. And, I don't know.
Huh.
He needs to be doing something other than just flipping a lever. Like even just pushing buttons on the back wall, like henchmen arbitrarily turning knobs so it makes it look like you're doing something. Something other than just standing there with one lever going.
Not you, henchman, pretending he's doing something.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Something needs to be done more with him. He just seems a little boring and out of place sitting where he's at.
Right. Because the other guys look like they're actually doing something productive. Like, Tiny obviously is just hammering away at that button. Blow!
It just shoots and bounces and yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to change, you see how the saw blade kind of just warps into the next phase instead of gradually getting bigger?
Yes.
I think
so.
that's,
Like every time it contacts, it kind of gets a little bit bigger.
Right. And the same thing with the chickens. When they hit the conveyor belt, they kind of warp smaller.
Right.
And that's because of the code I put in there. But with the player, you know, the joystick is the control to make it bigger or smaller.
Gotcha.
But with the chickens and Tiny, I had to do like, if it's below this X or Y coordinate, it's this size. So
right.
I need to figure out a way of how to gradually make them grow and shrink as well. Or
right.
I think that depth thing is just a waste of time. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know.
Is there any way to like lash the size to your Y value?
See, that's what I was thinking, but I couldn't figure out how to get that to work.
Alright, let's see.
Because like telling it the size when it
I've honestly like I've got to do research on this, like this saw blade bouncing thing. Like I can't focus on it right now. I should be able to do this right. That's not what I want. But yeah, so what time is it? Oh, wow, it's already 9:30.
Yes, indeed.
Sprite. Sprite manipulation, that's what I want.
Man, these are a bunch of moving parts. God knows. Alright. So yeah, next question?
Yeah, next question.
Alright. So why do you, Taylor, do game development? What's the appeal to you?
Honestly, it's because it's always intrigued me. Like, I've always wanted to do it because I'm doing it so much. Like, I'm playing games so much. Like, I feel like I can make good games. You know, like, somebody who reads a lot can probably write a decent book. You know, I mean, I'm just speaking in generalities here, but like, you know, somebody who watches a lot of movies is could be a good director. Somebody who does a lot of something, like watching something, can take the fundamentals and adapt them into a certain thing to make it something else. And that's kind of why I do it, because like I really love playing games, and I like, you know, I would like to try to make them too, you know.
Throw your hat in the ring, see what you do.
Yeah, and I mean at this point right now it's just a hobby, but you know, it would be awesome. It would be freaking sweet if this could turn into something different. Like turn into a career or something along those lines. But right now, obviously, it's not going to happen. There's no way. But I feel like I could possibly have something to offer here.
Okay.
Because it's, I really enjoy. At first, it was very daunting trying to get into it.
Oh yeah, like with anything.
It's right. Yeah, right. I mean, it's a very daunting kind of thing to get into with no previous knowledge of anything. Like, I have no computer science background, nothing.
Right.
Other than I'm a nerd who spends a lot of time on the computer. Like, that's about it. That's all I got. So, like, I'm not stupid. That's the other thing. I'm not a dum-dum. So there's
then
that.
Why are you going into game development? Shit.
Why am I going into game development?
You're not a dum-dum, but you're going into game development? That doesn't seem fun.
Oh, no. I'm not. No. There's a difference. I'm not a dum-dum. I have a career right now. I have a hobby as a game developer. Like, I've got stuff. Like, this is not like I'm jumping in all the way. Yeah, I'm going to be a game developer. Moving to California, and I'm going to make a new life for myself. No. This is something I do on the weekends, and sometimes during the week if I have an idea. But, like, for the most part, the only time I really work on these games is Saturday and Sunday. Like, I would love to be able to say, like, oh yeah, I work on this with every spare moment I have, but I don't. Like, I have a life and stuff too. Like, people that I want to see and hang out with and do stuff like, and so this is not something that, like, I'm a game developer. That's what I do. That's what I care about. No, it's I have fun doing it, and for right now, it's filling in some time and giving me something to do. So.
All right.
What about you?
For me, I mean, even when I was a little kid, I've always wanted to make games. Like, when I was...
like, who doesn't?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I used to play Age of Empires and StarCraft all the time, and I'd make, like, scenarios and stuff. And that feeling I got when, like, everything turned out the way I wanted it to, and, like, everything's just, like... I felt like I was telling a story. And I would love to do that for a living.
Right.
Just to be able to, to create these characters in this entire world that people interact with, and, hopefully they like.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much for me. I like being able to create something that's
right.
More than just a picture. Because print is boring. I've been saying that ever since I started graphic design school. Print is boring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And, like, I actually saw, like, a meme on Facebook earlier today, and it was like one of the truest statements that I've ever seen, and this is really where I see things going, because I did start film school.
Right.
I did. So, like, I've always enjoyed the visual aspect of things. So, like, I can't draw for shit. So let's get that out of the way. I enjoy the visual aspect of things, and I like, reading a script or something along those lines, and being able to see. I can kind of see the movie in my head just by reading what's on the page and kind of plan it out in my head, type of thing. But the meme was basically, it was a picture of an iceberg, where you could see, like, there was the portion that was above the water, and then there's the big portion that was underwater, and it was like the portion above the water is a movie. The portion that's underwater is a book. But the whole thing the thing as a whole is a game. Like, because you get the visual aspect of stuff via cutscenes and stuff like that. But you also get the background stuff, and you get the lore and stuff like that. Like, playing a game like Skyrim or Dragon Age or something along those lines, the world building in those kind of games is absurd.
Yes. Like, all the different people and quests.
Oh my gosh, there is so much. And, like, you could literally spend as much time playing the game as reading all the lore and stuff that you pick up.
Yeah.
all the books and stuff that you find, the little snippets and this, that, and the other that most people don't even pay attention to. But like seriously though, like the world building in those games is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
So like you can really immerse yourself into it. Just like, you know, I mean I am an avid reader, so like when I start reading a book, especially if it's a good book, like I get really emotionally invested into it. Like
Yeah.
I am a part of that. Like I'm there. Like, and that's how I feel about games. Like it's kind of like a emotional investment, and like, dude, all right, I'm not a survival horror kind of guy. Like I always preface whenever I'm talking to somebody about this, I'm not a survival horror kind of guy. That being said, have you seen the new Resident Evil?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
Really?
You want to talk about games starting to become movies or whatever? Holy crap.
Is it the graphics
That is-
you're talking about, or?
No, it's everything. The graphics, the ambiance, the sound, like everything about that is like on point, and to the point where it is absolutely freaking terrifying.
Oh.
I can't play survival horror. Like I can't, like my fingers literally lock up on the controller. I can't do anything.
Well, you don't want to play Amnesia Dark Descent?
No, I'm good on all that. Anything. I think the only survival horror game that I've played was RE4 or 5. I think it was RE5 that was multiplayer. So I could play through with somebody else. Like this is the only time that I can do that. Like I can play Left 4 Dead and stuff like that because I have partners.
Right.
And Killing Floor and all that stuff. Yeah. Like if I'm fighting zombies with people, I'm good. But if it's just me solo, like in some crazy haunted house, no, thank you. Please give me something else.
Check, please.
Anything else? Yeah, out. I'm done. However, the game itself is getting like crazy good reviews and stuff like that. Like everybody I've talked to raves about it, and I'm like, well, I gotta at least check and see what's going on with it.
Right.
And so I found somebody recorded a playthrough, and it's like the whole game. They recorded their playthrough of the entire game. It's like 6 hours long.
Damn.
And like I watched like the first maybe 40 minutes or so. And let me tell you something. I'm watching it on my phone in broad daylight during my lunch break. And it is still making me just about pee my pants. Like, it is terrifying.
That sounds amazing.
So getting back to what, like, the point I was trying to make was, like, that I feel is the future of games.
Yeah.
The future of games is, we're not necessarily going to see a phase out of movies, because who doesn't love going to see the new freaking Avengers or the new AAA awesome, like, blockbuster movie?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, like that's a thing. But I feel like games are going to start coming in and filling in their own kind of void where, like, you're going to be in a movie. Like, you're going to be actually become that person in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and they've done that stuff already. Like, what was that movie? It was, like, completely in first person. It was, like, you were some crazy...
Oh, yeah. I know exactly which one you were talking about. I can't even think of the name. I saw the previews for it. I got really excited about it, and then I talked to a few people who saw it, and they were like, yeah, dude, you're going to get motion sickness within, like, 10 minutes. It's bad.
Yeah, it's same here. Same here.
So, like, I can't even think of what the name of that movie was.
I can't even.
But, yeah, so, like, I definitely see games starting to fill in. Not necessarily fill in, but it's gonna start clawing its way into its own kind of area that's gonna become more mainstream as people like us get older.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a gamer. Like, this is what I do. I play video games, and I make video games, and I live, breathe, sleep video games, and talk about video games, and I read all the reviews on video games, and I do all the video game stuff. But eventually, I'm gonna be like 60.
That's
Knock on wood. Eventually, I'm going to be 60, and
And when you're 60, you're gonna be like, damn it.
right, like I'm, but I'm still going to want a game, and then I'm so excited to see where the industry goes in the next 40 years. I mean, think of how far it's come in the last 20.
Yeah. And I really think VR is going to take it for the win. Like,
Oh
that's
god,
got to be
dude.
the future. Like,
The new Resident Evil is VR compatible too. I can't even imagine trying to play that.
holy crap. Oh my
I
god.
can't even imagine
Ugh.
trying to play that in virtual reality. Dude, I wouldn't be able to do it. I just couldn't do it. I would not be able to.
Yeah, I was
I would not
looking up
function.
on
I would not sleep forever. Like, I would just, oh god, it would be bad. Alright. But anyway. Yeah.
Let's see how this sprite turned out. Oops. Didn't select them all. But, yeah, I'm right there with you. Oh, and by the way, speaking of blockbusters, so I saw on Twitter, do you know what the newest movie coming out is? Like, I think in April or March. Is frickin' Power Rangers.
Another Power Rangers movie?
No. This isn't your standard, like, what we watched as a kid Power Ranger movie. This is like Transformers quality, like the first Transformers, but with Power Rangers. It's
Okay, alright. Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
like, oh my god. It looks hilarious. And I might actually, like, see it. It's pretty funny. Like, oh my god. Oh man, that looks crappy.
Minus.
Alright, let's just throw them in and see what happens. Actually, we're gonna take it over to you. We're gonna watch you for a bit. For the last 19 minutes.
Whoa. That is not what I wanted. Oh god.
Oh
and
god,
it's
you
broke.
broke it.
And it's broke. Alright.
And
But that is part of this. This collision needs to be fixed. No.
Alright, so next question here.
Yes.
So we were talking about the future. This one kind of relates. Where do you want to be in the next few years when it comes to what we're doing right now?
Where do I want to be in the next couple of years with
Right.
this?
Like with Camp Hell Productions, where do you want Camp Hell Productions or you as a game developer to be in the next like 5 years?
Honestly, as a whole, as a production company between the two of us, I would like to, within the next couple of years, be able to start making money to the point where, like, maybe I don't have to work,
Maybe
or not like don't have to work, but like maybe that I don't like. Trying to figure out how to word this. Anyway, I'm still going to wind up having to work. I understand that. But I would like to be at a point where like I wouldn't necessarily have to work as much and I could focus more on this. And that we could be making better, higher quality games and maybe working on a console or something as opposed to what we're working on. You know, or making PC games that are actually worth a damn and not like Flash level. You know?
True. Very true. Yeah, that's kind of where I see it. I want to get to the point in the next 5 years where I can just focus on game development as my job.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I would really love to make this a job, like a career path. I know that I'm not going to be able to do it, you know, right off the gate. I know that it's not going to be easy the first couple of years for sure. But, you know, as a production company, I really would like to be able to move this into a more being able to focus on this only type of thing.
Right.
Because I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy the hell out of it. And work's work. So eventually, if I start once we finally do jump into that thing and make it so that like we're we're big shot honchos on doing whatever, we're gonna hate it. We're gonna hate it because it's gonna be a job. It's not gonna be, hey, we do this on the weekends because it's fun. It's gonna be, hey, we gotta get this done or we're not gonna make any goddamn money.
Yeah, that's what I've been reading in a lot of articles, that eventually when you get to the point where you're doing game development as a career and you own your own studio, you're doing so much that isn't game development,
right?
That it is a job. But for me, that's what I want to do with my life. Like I feel this calling inside of me that this is what I want to do. I want to run a company that actually makes video games for the product.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like this is god, that's not right. Wait, no, hold on. Hey, no, hold on. Boop.
But yeah, the steps we'd have to take are tremendously high. And the stuff we're going to have to do is going to suck. I agree with you on there. And yeah, it's going to be a job eventually. It's not just, we're hanging out on the weekend making it. We're making a game.
Stop doing that. God. Whoa, why did that one do all kind of wonky stuff?
Following the same path as the first one because they don't distinguish between themselves.
No, but it should because it's in the properties of each instance.
But you're doing object saw direction, which is going to control that whole object, not just...
Wait, hold on. No, we're just going to go like this then.
Oh, there you
go. That works, right?
I'm assuming. I've never used self.
That should work. What, Dart?
Is that a cat?
Yeah,
it is a cat.
That's D'Artagnan. Oh, hey. Oh, God. Maybe she found out who stole my goddamn wallet. Oh, well, that's sweet. Oh God, why? Why? I just want you to.
Boink, 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 boink.
All right, I need to change that.
Hey, the self worked though. Look at that.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that worked. So this needs to be like less stuff. It needs to be like that, and that needs to be like that. That angle I think that angle's a little too sharp. It's a little too sharp, you see.
It's a little too sharp. Gotta angle it out a little more. Put a little more oomph to it.
Yeah, put some stank. Whoa. What? Did you see that?
What just happened? Hold on.
What? Oh. Okay.
Just like loop-de-looped. It went up.
All right. Let's see. Then we're gonna do. Honestly, it works off of the wall. I wonder if 120 is not enough. All right. Whoa. Good Lord.
Have mercy.
That's got to be a minus, and that's going to be like...
Right, because minus would make it go left.
Well, no, this is going to be degrees. We're looking at degrees here.
Direction.
Yeah, direction is degrees. That's why, like...
Okay. Every time it hits the side of the screen, it's going to go to the one view there. Right.
So, well, alright, so you got a value. Say, like, right now, when it first starts off, the value is... Give me that. Alright, so you got a value here. This is 180, and that needs to be something. It needs to be a different color. Yeah, that's fine. Let me get... Can I pick my color over here? There we go. That's what I want. Get out of here. Alright, so, like, you got a circle. Everything's a circle. Right.
Love is a circle.
It's a circle. Alright, so, like...
That's a wonderful circle.
Yeah, it's a circle thing. I probably could have just used a crosshair because it's already, like, built. But, so, if I remember correctly, you got 0, 180. This is beautiful, I know.
I know.
This is 270.
Yeah.
And this is 90. So, like, that's the actual degree values of what the direction is.
Is it 0 or 360?
Either or.
Okay.
0 and 360 are interchangeable.
Okay.
But, so, like, when this goes out, it's got a value of 180, and rather than manually setting the direction to whatever, what I did was I had it subtract. All right, that's enough out of you. I have here, so the direction when it first spawns is randomly generated. I believe I'm gonna have to check the code for that. Or no, the direction when it first comes out is always the same. But when it hits the wall, it's going to add 180 minus a random number between 1 and 15.
Right.
So it adds that degree to it. Then, when it hits the wall, it's going to subtract the degrees. So it's just a way to make it so that it's not so uniform.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're trying to give it a randomness to it.
Right. So the actual degree value of the direction for each saw is never going to be the same.
Right.
Because those numbers, even if you were to get the same random value on 2 different saw blades, because it's different, has been different at some other point, it's going to be different because you're adding up subtracting 180 as opposed to just setting it to a certain value.
Now, why is it every time it hits the left side of the screen, or 60x, I'm assuming, it still angles it upward instead of shooting it downward?
That has something to do. I'm actually getting ready to draw in a direction
See, it'll
modifier.
shoot it down and then it shoots it back up. So that's weird.
So that the first one adds 180, subtracts 160, adds 180,
which
subtracts 160. Right. So let's see if because if I change this to subtract 180, I think it did weird shit.
Yeah, I think it just shot it upward or something.
Alright. So I might just need to change the first value to something else. Right. See, now it's doing the same thing to going the other way now. Alright, so what we're going to do...
so instead of doing 180...
Hold on.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to... come on now.
Damn it!
What is going on over there?
Yeah, my wife's getting everybody ready for Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
They're
cool.
Is it super loud?
It's a little loud. It's not. Alright, so it's 0, then it goes 177, then it goes to 2, 168. You see?
167.
Whoa, that one just went off the screen. Did you see that shit? Alright.
Huh. So,
the starting value. So 0 is over on the left then. Alright, so then I want it to add, what would that be, like 45? Right?
Right. Be 40. Yeah. Well, 45, I think.
We're going to go like add 60.
Yeah.
And then we're going to subtract 60 as well, plus the randomizer. Should work. Because if it starts at 0 and then you're adding and subtracting something close to 60, it should.
Nope.
See, that's not right though.
Because
so
90 would be up.
Up is 90. Okay, so we
you need
need
like
to
360, which would be.
So
enough.
then, wait, no. So then, what we need to do is these are backwards.
Maybe. Whoa! Whoa!
That was some trippy shit right there. Alright.
Boink. Boink, 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 boink.
Alright, that's not right.
I think instead of 60.
Wait. Does the collision change the direction on this stupid thing too? Reach a wall. No, it doesn't.
No,
Alright,
it
so
shouldn't.
that overwall variable, I need to figure out how to get rid of it.
Don't get rid of it. It works.
No, I get that it works, but it's not.
Oh.
It works, but it doesn't work properly. Is what I'm getting at.
There's-
There, I need to. What?
There's cat. Oh, get off. Ugh. All right. What?
So it works, but it doesn't like work the way that I need it to. What's up, Art? Yeah.
Well, if you can figure out how to do it, by all means.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
But
And I'm really. It's getting to be about that time of the night. It's like almost 10 o'clock. Do we have any more questions?
yeah, we got 4 minutes. Let's see.
Lightning round.
Lightning round. Here we go. Do I have any more questions?
Nope. And that's it. See you, folks.
Actually, yeah. Okay. What do you think the hardest part of game development is, from what you know so far?
Well, right now, the part that I'm having the most trouble with is learning all of the functions. Like, obviously, if and statements or if else statements are
Right, pretty standard.
relatively pretty standard. But, like, the crazy, like, draw crazy ass strings, or what was one of the crazier ones on the position meeting with all the crazy different parameters and stuff on the last game, like it's
like the collision line and all that stuff.
Yeah, all the collision stuff it's not so much that it's daunting, but it's not something that I can just readily, call up right at the drop of a hat.
Right.
Because I'm not familiar with it enough. So, like, the hardest part for me right now is still trying to learn all the functions and stuff. And then also using those functions to make it do what I want it to do. Because I know what I need to do in order to make something work. Like, for this wall, I know exactly how to make the amount of bounces work, like, in my head. But figuring out what functions I need to apply to the game to make it work the way I want it to is really difficult.
Right.
Because I need a way to make a counter. Like, I need to be able to say, hey, don't count until after you go over the wall for the first time. Then every time you bounce, subtract. When that number hits 0, if you bounce again, break. See ya. Bam. Next. Like, and that should be just simple math. It's like every collision -1. But figuring out how I need to set up the variables and whatnot to make it work, and knowing which functions are going to do that is really the most difficult part for me.
And that's coding.
Yeah.
So yeah, just with this alone, we've had a lot of problems. But just think when we get into Unity, when it uses C#, so nothing of what we're doing here is even gonna help besides if-else statements. And the syntax is going to be different in there. Like, we're going to have to put the parentheses through every if statement. Like, it's going to be crazy. But it's also going to be fun. Once we get bored of Game Maker and we pretty much got it down to where we can go into a game jam and whip out this awesome freaking product, I think then we should move. What is that? Oh. Is that a cat?
That's my cat. That's D'Artagnan. He's being loud. I think he must have been in the spotlight. What's up, Bert?
This is my cat. His name is Loki, and he's fat. He's really fat.
Dart's not fat. He just wants belly rubs, and I'm ignoring him right now. But yeah, so...
Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty cat. I know, mine's doing the same thing.
Alright, so... I honestly did not do anything other than fix the bullets.
I made a wall animation that pivots when chickens come up to it, and I made a half-ass sprite of the armored chicken walking, which I'm gonna change. Oh, there's my cat again. Okay.
Alright, so anyway, real quick, because I'm not gonna send you an update, I'm just gonna tell you the one fix for the one thing that I actually fixed.
Okay.
So go into your player objects, all the different objects and stuff for the player, because I'm deleting all of this and gonna have you send me your copy.
Okay.
Because I've messed with so much stuff I don't even know where to start. Alright, so player objects, you're gonna go into the crosshair where the shooting happens. I think yes. No.
I think it was the gun.
It's in the gun. Okay. Right. So we're gonna go into the gun, down to shooting. That.
No, it was the bullet that had the problem, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was the bullet. All right. So we're going to bullet. It's in guns.
It's in guns.
All right. Step.
Bullet.
No, as in the create event.
It's a create event, right? And
delete that.
Delete it.
Delete it.
Delete it.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Okay.
Alarm 3 is good.
So are we setting the alarm 3 in the gun, or are we just leaving it?
We are gonna That's what I was getting at. All right, in the gun, you're gonna go. I must have changed it or got rid of it somehow. Oh yeah, I didn't save it. So you're gonna go. If gamepad button check pressed, if alarm get 3 equals less than 0. First line right above instance create, go alarm 3 equals 20.
Okay. Alarm, gotta spell it right. Alarm 3 equals 20.
Fixed.
Fixed. Awesome. That's the same. Oh, the cat's on my goddamn controller. Okay. This cat is like seriously craving my attention right now, and I don't know why. Oh, error. Wall gun bullet not set before reading. What? Oh god, the cat changed my damn instance name. Hold on. What was the object called? obj_bullet?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright. Let's try this again. There we go. And the gun works. Fantastic.
There we go. Alright, cool.
Now, when the chickens hit the wall, it should, like, make them shudder. Yeah, that looks good. It's looking good.
Alright, cool. I was talking too much. I couldn't focus tonight, so I got literally nothing done. I'm gonna try to take a look at this stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna have a lazy Sunday I'm either gonna go offshore fishing or I'm gonna be at home and work on this game.
Okay. Offshore fishing? Huh.
Yeah.
What is it, super warm down there or something?
No. Oh, no, it's not. But it's tuna season. You can go try to catch a big-ass tuna. But the weather is taking a turn. So they're looking at like 5-10 foot seas like out there, and that's going to be flapping around, and like it's like 5-10 foot seas with like 10-20 knot winds. Like it's like survivable, but just miserable, and like you don't want to do that.
Well, come on, that sounds fun.
No, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, I'll probably work on this tomorrow. So just pack up what you got and send it to me, and I'm gonna take another look at these stupid goddamn saw blades tomorrow when I have some like motivation. I don't have no motivation.
Anyway, so yeah, it was fun. Hour of game dev. You know, we'll do it again next week.
Yeah.
Unless
maybe we'll just not have me talk my face off.
Yeah, maybe we'll have Taylor actually code something.
Right, maybe we'll have a productive day. Woo!
Production day. That's what we'll call it. Next week we'll have production day.
Yeah, unless I have some streak of genius and pound like 50 Adderalls tomorrow and like make the whole game work tomorrow. Might actually have something to do. Saturday.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. But anyway,
yeah, this was fun. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
Like us on Facebook and all that stuff. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bye.
All that jazz.